This is Lord Thaddeus Cray, and after a week's hiatus, I am back with another one of my theories. And this one is going to be on the Chupacabra. I haven't done this one, but I've actually been looking forward to doing it. What exactly is this thing? Well, I remember back when I was, this is the late 90s. I want to say maybe 99? Maybe even 2000. I remember one of my coworkers at the time, when I was working, joking about the goat sucker. And of course, you already know where I'm going with this one. But, all very bad trash can humor aside, this cryptid is something that is very, very unique, and actually more diverse than a lot of the others out there. The sightings for the Chupacabra actually started in Puerto Rico in the mid-90s. Supposedly, sheep were found dead with like 3 puncture wounds in the chest area, and of course their blood was sucked out like I sucked down a milkshake. Point blank, of course, it was a mess. And of course, there's other areas where as many as 150 farm animals, pets of course, were killed in the same fashion. 1975, in a small town, there were similar types of things that happened. The original description of these creatures were actually of something almost bat-like a massive vampire bat, in which of course would fly around and drink the blood of anything and possibly anyone these things came across. However, more recent descriptions, mainly along the border and different parts of Latin South America, describe it as almost a large 4-legged dog-like animal without any hair. Almost zombie-like, emaciated. Very scary stuff. And of course it does the same thing. It drains its prey of all blood. Who knows exactly where this thing comes from? There have been sightings all the way to Russia, to Maine. It's really all over the world. It's not just in South America, Latin America, and Mexico, or Texas. There's been a lot of sightings here in Texas. But whatever this thing is, what exactly is it? Where does it come from? I can't tell you, man. But what I do believe is that this creature possibly could seriously, very seriously exist. And it is definitely something that is fascinating to me. I've always been intrigued by the slightly lesser known cryptids, and not just Bigfoot and Dogman and all that. And of course, the Chupacabra has been around for a while, at least since the 90s, like I said. However, I believe very firmly it's possibly connected not to old world type of entities, but maybe something even man-made. Who knows? I mean, of course, there's been stories of these things escaping from labs to some kind of extraterrestrial monster that was released into the wild. No one really knows, but I'll tell you right now, I do firmly believe that there's something going on. I can tell you that, especially for the sightings to have been so numerous, as well as just all over the world. There's too many reports of something going on to say that there ain't something out there. I do very firmly believe that something is out there killing livestock, pets, possibly even people, and of course drinking their blood. I mean, I'm just saying, you have to understand how many vampire legends are out there. I've done that before in one of my previous videos. It's something that you really can't deny. So whatever the Chupacabra is, I personally believe it is possibly something very man-made and that we were tinkering around with in the back in the 90s. And I know for a fact we definitely, you got to remember, I think it was Dolly the sheep that was of course cloned during that period of time. Now don't quote me on that, but I do believe it was during that time period. Of course, a lot of genetic sequencing and things like that were being talked about much more than the usual, is what I'm trying to say. And of course, you got to remember, most likely, what the government was revealing then, they long since have known about. So, who knows? Or, again, it could be some type of alien monster. Who the hell knows? But whatever it is definitely creepy and definitely fascinating in its own right. So, were I to go any further with this video, it would become redundant. But it's definitely a little bit of something to think on, and definitely something to look up if you're not familiar with the Chupacabra. It is something that is not just spooky, but fairly unique among the cryptid world. I will definitely be putting up more of these videos now that I have returned, and I hope to hear from you guys in the comments. And please, if you enjoy this video or any of my other content, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate those who support my work. And I definitely look forward to having a broader audience, if possible. You guys be blessed and be safe.